good?
Yep. You're welcome.
Good evening, Black Sox baseball fans. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today's broadcast is brought to you by me, Tommy Blood, and my partner in crime, ladies' man Shane Clunan. As we're getting underway, first pitch is thrown for a ball. Oh, no, that hit him.
That hit Olmstead.
That hit Olmstead.
It's Team USA, the away team, versus the Legion of Doom, the home team. We got a good matchup here. It was the blowout squad versus the yesterday's comeback walk-off winners, Team USA. And after the first pitch, hit by pitch to Taylor Olmstead, that brings up Brandon Pugh. Max Marlaville on the mound for the Legion of Doom as he comes set. And Pugh goes to bunt, an outside fastball called strike. And that'll bring the count to 0-1. And the second pitch, slider outside, brings the count to 1-1. Olmstead takes a decent lead at first base, and he runs. It's going to be a pass ball by the catcher. Brings the runner to second base on the steal. So Olmstead hit by a pitch, then steals second base with a 2-1 count to Brandon Pugh. Line his glove. You dive in the first called safe. That'll be an infield single on a hard hit ball by Brandon Pugh. He gets his way down the line and earns himself a base hit. So the first two batters of the game for Team USA, they come off hot with a hit by pitch and an infield single. Brings it to a first and third with no outs. And the first pitch to Ryan Roel is called a strike. Fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Marlaville needs to be careful as Roel's come in hot, hitting a big 3-run home run to get the Team USA back into the game from a 5-0 deficit.
As the pitcher throws another slider low, that brings the count to 1-1.
Thoughts on attacking a hitter like Roel, Mr. Clunan?
I've pitched to Ryan a few times. He's definitely got a strong pull. I would do exactly what he just did there. Throw him soft and outside and let him roll over on one. I've learned my lesson throwing him a fastball in, and he's able to pull that over the third baseman's head for a strong hit off the wall there. That's the nice part about playing with these guys every day there is you're able to learn each batter. Once you get them figured out, you can kind of stick with it.
Yeah, definitely preparation is key in this league. You got to know how everyone hits, how particular pitchers throw, their tendencies. That's what makes some of the better players stand out. As Roel hits this in the air, under Captain Cody Lovejoy makes a throw that's going to be cut off as Olmstead comes in to score.
Ryan Roel to start the game off hot for a lead in the top of the first. And that'll bring Jarrett Antone to the plate.
Yes, Jarrett Antone, you can definitely expect a good bat for him. He's definitely one smart hitter in the box.
And another by Team USA. Swipes the bag again. Brandon Pugh that time. And a strike is also called on the pitch. So that'll be an 0-1 count to Jarrett Antone. As Brandon Pugh works his way into scoring position. And another slider on the outside called strike. As Antone steps in with a 0-2 count. And fouled back and caught by the catcher. That'll be strike 3 out of the inning. And this will bring up yesterday's walk-off hero, Mark Demko. Hit a line drive and a single to end the game for Team USA. Keep them alive in the Survivor Series. And he tries to stay hot to start this game off. And big cut. That'll be a strike. Fastball, 0-1 count.
Definitely going to be an interesting lefty-lefty matchup as Marlavelle is starting to find his groove in the zone. But Demko can slap the ball at any part of the field. He's definitely got some very good bat control.
As a fastball is bounced low and outside. Good defensive block by Soto there.
Also, one thing you do want to take into consideration, Moose, a.k.a. Mark Demko, a.k.a. Moose, has definitely got some speed, not to mention Pugh on second also. So that's two dangerous runners, especially with the Deandre Clark coming up to who's up on deck. I got to give it to this Team USA. These guys can run a little bit.
And another fastball called outside for ball 2. And a high fastball ruled over by Demko, foul to the first baseline. That'll be a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the first. Team USA leading 1-0 so far. Demko settles in. Pitcher comes set and delivers. Another fastball inside. That's a foul ball rolled to the first baseline again. And the pitch is delivered. Demko, same hit as yesterday. Line drive up the middle. As the throw comes in from the center fielder, catches the runner coming home. Brandon Pugh is caught coming home for the 3rd out of the inning. That was a very good play there by the center fielder. Is that Omar?
Yes, that is Omar Artzin.
Yep, Omar Artzin with a good throw.
Just got back from playing with the Genomes in the Atlantic League.
Good old 8-2 put out to inning. Stop for the Legion of Doom. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the first. As Team USA leads 1-0 after 2 hits. Ryan Rowe with the sacrifice. All right, and we're back in the bottom of the first as Team USA leads 1-0.
Yes, it is.
All right, Mancor is starting for Team USA as Wadi Almonte is the leadoff hitter.
Sporting those pink batting gloves, definitely changing things up a little bit. We hear the Lovejoy chants.
And first pitch fastball called strike.
Definitely can't be surprised. Dante swings for the fences or drops a bunt down either line.
He does. He has power and speed. Very dangerous as he fouls one off to the third base side for an 0-2 count. It's a tough foul, Dante. You don't know if he's going to bunt on and field single or fence. Change up goes high and outside for a count. And we have Owen Reith, our umpire today. Another changeup stays high for a 2-2 count on Almonte. Mancor looks to start off strong here. Fastball cuts off the batter inside, and the center fielder Pugh settles under it for the first out of the inning. It's a good start there by Mancor.
As now Omar Artzin steps up to the plate.
Big veteran guy here. Always a guy you want to sit and listen to. He's got all the knowledge you can hear. Definitely someone I enjoy listening to talk. He's taught me a lot ever since I've started here.
Not to mention, he definitely takes the time to bring the rookies under his ring.
So he takes a fastball outside for a ball.
Yeah, I actually got to hang out with him a little bit after the Wild Things game yesterday. He was telling good things about the Atlantic League, how to play defense, all that good stuff, as he grounds one to roll for the second out of the inning.
5-3 put out. Hot start by Mancor. Very efficient. Yeah, Omar, Utah, guys like that, these are definitely people you want to have take you under their wing because all the knowledge you can get here is as beneficial as can be.
Including the guy who's currently up to bat, the captain, Cody Lovejoy. He was also in that Atlantic League stint with the boys in Lexington as he's looking ready to do some damage. Lovejoy's has had a lot of hard hit balls, including 6 or 7 home runs, as that first one is taken for strike one. Lovejoy's also a hitter that can definitely isn't afraid to get it to 2 strikes. He can hit with 2 strikes, that's for sure.
And that pitch hits him right on the leg.
And he doesn't look too happy about that one.
Ball rolls all the way down the first baseline. And
someone checked that ball for a dent.
Yeah, the ball probably hurts more than he does. But he's able to walk that one off down to the first base. And Mancor, after a hot start, hits a batter. Gives the Legion some hope for the bottom.
Tyler Hill to the plate.
Great the game by Hill. 2 runners had put out to play. And his bat was hot also. So we'll see if he can keep that up today.
Brought in 2 hits yesterday.
As he takes a strike for the first pitch.
As umpire Owen Reith looks like he's multitasking.
He's a good guy out there. He's got his boat shoes on.
He looks the part as Tyler Hill lines one to shortstop.
That's Antone for the L6 putout. And 1-0, Team USA heading into the top of the second. And we'll be right back. All right, Marlaville takes his second inning on the mound here for the Legion of Doom as Deandre Clark steps up for Team USA.
The man that never frowns.
Takes a first pitch strike. Clark is definitely the happiest dude I've ever met. He's always fun, always smiling. Great vibes from that guy.
Definitely dangerous on the base. You don't know what to do.
As Marlaville throws a wild pitch and outside for 1. Brings it to a 1-1 count.
That watching DeAndre take it as a bat to kind of remind me of Ichiro Suzuki style approach. He's definitely got a good eye play, isn't afraid to swing, and he can spray the ball anywhere and in both batters' boxes.
That's right. Does he switch hit?
He does.
Yes, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it from the right side. That was something interesting there. Clark takes a ball outside for a 2-2 count. Yeah, he's got that slap power with speed, and he's definitely able to chase himself all over the field.
as Deandre flies out to right field and he yells a couple of things. He didn't like that swing.
He hits that fly out to the right side. He starts laughing at himself before the ball even comes off the bat. First inning and Nick do it.
I don't think I've ever gone through a Deandre at bat where I on the field or in the dugout have not laughed.
Yes, that is true. As DeWitt takes first pitch fastball for a strike. And Marlaville delivers another fastball right down the middle for a strike. DeWitt swung right over it. And looking for a quick out here, but he throws it outside for ball 1. Counts 1-2 here to Nick DeWitt. Tries to keep up from yesterday as he was a part of the walk-off squad. And he swings over a curveball for strike 3. Good put out there from Marlaville. Looking for a quick inning after giving up a run in the first. As we have 2 outs here in the top of the second.
I'll give it to Marlaville right now. He's definitely looking pretty composed, and he looks like he's gotten into that rhythm.
He does look into much more rhythm than the first inning. Sometimes guys like that just need a few extra bullpen or a few extra pitches in the pen, and that's something Utah taught me is if you're going to struggle in the first, definitely throw a few extra pitches in the pen to get hot quick.
As Angelo Pahila looks at the first pitch, breaking ball for strike 1.
Fastball inside, brings the count to 1-1.
Definitely got to get Pahila to back off the plate. He'll definitely kill you on that inside pitch. That is for sure. As Pahila's had a couple of base hits in the last yesterday. Big leadoff double in the inning. Roll. Hit the home run.
And on the play, 1-2. And a high fastball for the second inning in a row. We have a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Always fun to see 2s on the board. I've liked that ever since I was a kid.
Did you ever do you put the 2 fingers by the hat, and then when the pitch is thrown, you take it off, hoping something good would happen?
Strike 3, drop third, strike to Pahila as Soto picks it up and throws it to first. Good inning by Marlaville there. 3 quick outs, no hits surrendered. And we are still 1-0 Team USA heading into the bottom of the second. All right, welcome back to the bottom of the second. Mancour still on the mound after a strong first inning. And leading off for the Legion of Doom is Will Muser.
Will Muster yesterday I think he'd had one hit, but also he came in to pitch and finish off the game. So
I think he had a few hits. He had a couple RBIs too, didn't
you know, right? I think maybe one RBI, but 2 hits. He looked one for ball 2.
I heard it, yeah, from Murray, but that was outside. Okay, is it Muser or Mustard? We'll stick with Mustard. Will's another super happy guy out here. Him and Clark always smiling. As he fouls that one to the first base side, and it gets just out of play. First baseman Pahila can't grab that. Brings the count to 2-2. As the pitch is delivered and swung on for strike 3. That was a breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate. Very good pitch there for the first out of the inning. And the first pitch there is a strike delivered to Luke Jackson. As Mancour has stayed hot here. A lot of first pitch strikes, staying ahead in counts. As he's ready to deliver to the second pitch. And a changeup is driven in the left field, but right at the left fielder. And that is caught for the second out of the inning. Taylor Olmstead able to settle under that. And 2 quick outs here for Mancour. In the box. And a high fastball outside. Utah behind the dish is able to settle on also. And it looks like a low breaking pitch for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count now. And comes back with a fastball. That is outside again for a 3-0 count. And Cora looking to finish off a hot first 2 innings as he comes back with a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Down here's 1 to Soto. And another fastball called strike. Full count now with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch, line drive to right center field, and Clark is able to settle under that for the third out of the inning. And after 2 innings, we have Team USA with 1 run on 2 hits and no errors, and the Legion of Doom unable to plate any runs on no hits and no errors as well. And we'll be back here with Team USA up in the top of the third.
And we're back. Yinzer Pro Baseball. They're in Utah. Okazaki leading it off.
Marleville's still on the mound for the Legion of Doom. Only one earned run between third, as he throws a fastball low and outside.
I don't know what it is, but I always like the way Utah takes pitches that aren't strikes, like as if he's above the ball, like the ball's not good enough for it to be a strike.
He does as a catcher, he has a very good eye at the plate as he takes strike one there. And 1-1 count, but Utah does he sees the ball different than a lot of guys. He's a very good eye at the plate. As he takes a ball inside there for 2-1. And a curveball there for a 2-2 count.
Just gets in there. One thing I like about Owen Reith umpiring these games is when he calls it a strike, you can actually hear it even in the press box.
As Utah lines one to right field, it is settled under for the first out of the inning.
The captain, Cody Lovejoy, making a couple of plays today as he's had already, 3 or 4?
Definitely a few putouts out there.
Welcome back to the Yins, Captain.
And that brings up leadoff hitter Taylor Olmstead. He was hit by a pitch on the very first pitch of the game. Was able to steal second and make his way around to the plate. As he bunts one back to the pitcher on the first pitch, and that is a 1-3 put out.
PFPs, baby. Who says pitchers aren't athletes?
And we have 2 outs here in the top of the third. Marleville looking like he's settling in a lot better now. I think he even has a smile on his face right now. And Brian Hughes was also able to get on base with an infield single off a hard hit ball to second base.
Towards the right center area, but I have seen Brandon definitely put it into left center, so it'll be interesting how he attacks this at bat.
His first pitch was a fastball outside for ball 1. As Marleville delivers another fastball for a strike. So Pete with a 1-1 count. As it looks like a lot of the field is shifted over to the right side here. Slider outside. Misses for a 2-1 count.
Definitely has a big opening right up the middle as the second baseman is also very shifted. He's very close to first base.
And there it is. 3 innings straight for Marleville. 2-2 with 2 outs. It's a little kid's dream to see that. He steps back in the box after fouling off on the plate. Marleville comes set and delivers. Fastball high and in. And the full count pitch by Marleville. Fastball down the middle, strike 3 looking. So Team USA unable to plate any runs there on no hits. We are still 1-0 Team USA in the bottom of the third. Stanziano.
Christian Stanziano takes the first one, ball 1. Stanny Boy looking to get something started for the Legion of Doom as this one is spanked.
Out to left field, but Olmstead is able to sell under it. Man, of course, sharp there for the inning. Yeah, that was a hard hit baseball right there. Now with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd, this brings up Mike Wintoner. Strike 1. I like that.
His parents actually tune in and watch pretty frequently, so we want to make sure we say his name right for his folks back home.
As he takes a fastball inside for a 1-1 count. And Mancor delivers. Fly ball to the first base side. Sliding catch by the first baseman, Pahila.
Oh, man, I wish we would have caught that on camera because it actually looked pretty cool from the press box.
He got all the way out over the wall there. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. And that brings up C.J. Miller with 2 outs.
CJ's definitely been doing a good job with the stick in the last games he's played. Was a key contributor, getting some clutch base hits for the Rojo Diablos in their little 3-0 stint.
As he takes a first pitch in the dirt, but he swung, it looks like, called by the umpire. So that brings the count to 0-1. Utah sets up inside here, and the pitch comes outside. It's a fastball for a ball. 1-1 count now. As the pitch comes in, another fastball outside for a 2-1 count.
I got to give Pahila credit on that last play. I didn't range like that, making it look clean.
And low called by the umpire. 3-1.
Good spit right there. Definitely a close one for a strike.
Mancor looking to come back with a strong fastball. Foul down the third base side. Almost caught in the hat by Kyle Barrows out in the picnic area. He gave it his all. That is a 3-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Thank goodness this isn't banana ball because if Barrows catches that, CJ's out of luck.
And fastball high and outside for ball 4.
Speaking of banana ball, this brings up Mr. Beaver. He did a little stint with the Savannah Bananas back this season, but now he's in the right place because he wants to get signed.
That has to be fun. Love watching their videos online. As he fouls one straight back into the booth here for strike 1.
I got to give Beaver a little bit of credit. When he gets on base, he's definitely a force. He can run, but I actually really like his defensive play where he can actually get to the bases. His range is very, very good.
So 0-1 count here. Pitch is delivered. Swing on and strike. 0-2 count.
Definitely a big at bat because if Beaver gets on, we brings up Wadi Almonte, who can definitely put this game definitely change the score of this game with one swing of the bat.
As that one's fouled back again. Still an 0-2 count. You ever see KB when he's around dogs? That guy is an animal lover. Anytime there's an animal near the ballpark, that guy is surrounding it.
I mean, how could you not? I love him.
Absolutely love him. And high breaking pitch outside. Brings it to a 1-2 count.
With that Wild Things Ballpark Stadium, we shouldn't lose any balls. We have an average record of 4 in the States.
as that is outside for a 2-2 count.
Not to mention we have some clean crew, so maybe that might give our average attendance of 4 and turns it into 6.
And the pitch is delivered, cuts him off inside as Antone is able to roll that to Demko for the 6-4 putout.
Definitely not the right guy to hit it to, that's for sure.
And that'll be the third out of the inning as the Legion of Doom still unable to get any hits. Heading into the top of the fourth, we have Team USA winning 1-0. Welcome back to the top of the fourth. We have Team USA up 1-0 as Ryan Roel takes the plate. And Marlaville's still out on the mound for his fourth inning of work as he delivers a first pitch breaking ball for a strike.
Roll, the Pittsburgh native, looking to get something started for Team USA as this one is smashed into center.
Caught right off the ground by the center fielder. Great catch there.
Omar Artzin making it look easy.
Good piece there by Roel, but it just travels a little too far, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Which brings up the Huntington Beach native, Jarrett Antone.
He's another guy who's just a tough at-bat. Able to place the ball all over the field as he watches one outside for a ball.
Definitely looking to be patient. That breaking ball did have a little bit of bite, that's for sure.
Fastball just misses the back foot of Antone. 2-0 count. Antone rolls on first base. So he takes it himself. Should be unassisted put out by the first base. 2 quick outs here for Marlaville. Still settled after that first inning. Looks much more efficient on the mound. And Mark Demko comes to the plate with 2 outs. As Marlaville delivers the first pitch to Demko right over his head. He's able to just barely get out of the way. That'll go down as another wild pitch for Marlaville.
Nah, that's just cheap music right there.
And the count is now 1-0. So he settles back in for a fastball fouled back by Demko for a 1-1 count.
Definitely missed the long hair Moose used to have. He definitely had a nice flow, but I got to give him credit. I like the professional look he has now. Rocking the red BGs.
Demko's a fun guy to be around too. He's always
Joking around, doing his thing.
always something to talk
Messing
to
with
him
the
about.
rookies.
He takes a slider there for a strike, 1-2 count. Yeah, Demko was one of the first guys I met on the Bees when I got here. As he swings through that one, a high fastball, strike 3, and that'll end the top half of the fourth inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the fourth now with a 1-0 lead still by Team USA. All right, Mancorso on the mound in the bottom of the fourth here for Team USA as Wadi Almonte takes the plate. And first pitch, he's able to line a single up the middle. And I guess knocking on wood didn't help because that is the first hit of the game for the Legion of Doom.
It was a good job on Wadi Almonte's part, keeping those hands back and definitely ambushing a hanging breaking ball. Which brings up Omar Artzin, the veteran. Rocking the red, definitely looking to get something started.
And Wednesday's lineups are changed.
As Artzin takes the first pitch for a ball.
Almonte with a good lead at first.
Second pitch is in the same spot for ball 2. Definitely a good count for Artzin, as I know he's going to try to definitely put one over the fence right now.
The last time I pitched Artzin, me and Utah had him figured out. It was stay inside. And it looks like that's what Utah is trying to do again here today.
That's definitely one thing, especially when Utah is catching. He's going to try to attack your weak spots. So as a hitter, you cannot be afraid to ambush a pitch, especially when a pitcher misses a spot.
It's another fastball inside 3-0.
Legion of Doom is looking to get something moving, especially with Cody Lovejoy on deck.
Monte with speed on first, and Artzin with a 3-0 count. Takes a fastball down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now.
Talk about a slow feet and a slow heart rate. He didn't even. Awesome.
And he'll take ball 4 on the outside part of the plate. And the Legion of Doom finally in the fourth inning have something working with runners on first and second, no outs, as Captain Cody Lovejoy comes up to bat.
The captain. Definitely a nickname that's got some honor to it.
A lot of good nicknames around here.
Yes. A majority have been made up by Joe Torre himself. I got to give him credit. He knows how to pick them.
As Lovejoy takes a fastball down the middle for strike 1. And another ball inside. It looks like he's coming across his body a little bit there, pulling those pitches inside. Demko looking to make something happen at second base as a fastball on the outside part of the plate is called a ball. That'll be a 2-1 count now to Cody Lovejoy. And Mancourt delivers, and a line drive by Lovejoy straight to Pugh in the field. He's able to catch it, but on to his speed, he tags up and heads to third base, while Artzin stays at first.
Artzin definitely was trying to get halfway, but the ball was being caught. He slipped a little bit. Pretty ugly for the Legion of Doom, but luckily we got dangerous hitter Tyler Hill.
So Legion of Doom was something in the works, trying to get the ball game back to a tie. They got runners on first and third and one out. Tyler Hill letting something happen here.
Definitely the right part of the lineup to do it, that's for sure. Tyler Hill coming up, and Will Musser, who's been swinging the bat pretty hot lately. Definitely got to be feeling good if you're the Legion of Doom right now. Boone, I gotta say, definitely since we started the Survivor Series, you also see a little of Jerry's creativity when it comes to the names of the teams. Legion of Doom, Rojo Diablos, and then when you go down to Florida, he also has the Godfather, DX. The names are cool. I love it.
And that's the second strike there for Tyler Hill.
Definitely gets the wrestling side of it. NWO, baby, New World Order.
So Tyler Hill still up to bat with an 0-2 count. One out as Mancourt looks to stop the bleed here. And he does exactly what he needs. He gets the strikeout as Artzin takes second base. Puts Mancourt in a better position here to get the force out at first without having to deal with any runs scoring on a ground ball.
See our boy become the hero today.
Here.
Definitely one thing. Roll should definitely look in because Utah is not afraid to backpick.
And he's gotten quite a few people on that this year. And a fastball on the outside part of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count.
I know this as a hitter in this situation. I'm looking to be aggressive, hit something hard because if it gets through, that's 2 runs right there.
Yeah, you can take the lead on one swing of the bat. And he chops that one foul to the third baseline. 0-2 count now. And the man who can tell the future himself, Joe Torre, let's see if he can get it done here again today.
Ooh.
Inside ball. If I'm Mancourt, I'm looking to throw a fastball high right over the hands of Muser. See if we can't get a swinging strike.
Ooh, as he fouls this one into the Fiesta deck.
Pepsi Party deck gets another foul ball.
Remind me after the game to go into the party deck before I go into work. There might be about 3 or 4 foul balls in there that haven't been retrieved.
Yeah, all one fans we have over on the first baseline. It didn't look like that foul ball was getting picked up anytime soon. With a 1-2 count, pitcher comes set and delivers. Outside breaking ball, and as we were talking about, Utah tries to go for the back pick. So with a 2-2 count here with 2 outs.
Yes, sir.
I'm there with a running lead now at third base. High fastball, strike 3. The man, myth, and the legend, Joe Torre. That's what he's talking about. As Mancourt finishes his 4th inning with only 1 hit surrendered and runs. And we'll be back in the top of the 5th. And Team USA up in the top of the fifth. Deandre Clark steps to the plate as he takes a big looping curveball for strike one.
Oh, as he shows for bunt.
And the
instead
umpire says it's high. That is now Kyle Barros out there umpiring the game.
Instead of changing pitcher, we're changing umpires. Bring in the reliever.
As Clark, very vocal in the box to himself, fouls that one off to the cocktail bar.
Seriously, someone get this man mic'd up for an at bat. Like
that would be
great.
ideal,
We
man.
gotta get Utah to mic him up.
With a
No sensory. Just let him do it.
1-2 count now on Clark. As he lines another one into the right center field. Center fielder Omar is able to track that down for the
Making
catch.
a basket catch.
And that'll be the first out of the inning. We didn't have an umpire. I would have brought my gear.
Forgive me, folks, but it's tough to try to keep a serious face watching Deandre Clark hit. That is always fun.
Try pitching against him, man. It's hard not to laugh on the mound.
Well,
He's up there smiling and dancing around. And
one of the games playing first base, he chopped the ball to the pitcher, and as I'm trying to catch the ball, I'm literally trying to focus on catching the ball and not laugh at the same time. But that was very difficult to do.
And this is Do It up now. He's taken 2 strikes, 1 looking and 1 fouled back. As a high fastball comes in from Marleville. 1-2 count now. And it's a low fastball, brings it 2-2.
Do it looking to stay short, maybe punch something up the middle. As he
And
takes some
does.
check swing, half barrel going across the plate for strike 3.
We call those a sword in this league.
A sword. If only Marleville would have done the sword like Trevor Bauer.
And that'll be 2 outs now.
Definitely a pitcher's duel, as there are only 2 hits for Team USA and 1 hit for the Legion of Doom. 1-0 ball game as Angelo Pahila steps in the box.
And that breaking pitch is called high by the umpire.
Umpire Kyle Barrows rocking the Sun G's.
And strike 2.
Big hack by Pahila.
I'm sorry, 1-1 count now. And magically, with the umpire behind the pitcher's mound, a lot less arguing than when the umpire's behind home plate.
Well, I'm not going to talk trash on the air or anything, but I will give our guys who are pitchers some credit. They have an idea what the zone looks like.
That's a swinging strike, brings it to a 2-2 count with 2 outs. That is 4 innings straight that we are able to see that. I'm sorry, 5 innings straight that we've seen that now.
But we still appreciate our umpires who come out to
Yes,
help us.
definitely.
Always.
We're not always going to agree. We're competitors. We always want it to go our way. But are you really going to argue with the Kyle Barrows? He does our laundry, and, we don't want our stuff to get misplaced.
Can't argue with the guy who loves dogs.
This is very true.
As ball 4 there by Marleville puts a runner on first.
Definitely a very good at-bat by Pahila, starting off 0-2, working his way back to getting walk, bringing up veteran Utah Okasaki. I like saying his last name.
Utah only saw 1 pitch yesterday. We'll see if he can't come back from that.
Did have a good at-bat, hit going into a 2-2 count, but hitting something hard to the captain, Cody Lovejoy, as he takes first pitch for strike 1.
And another breaking ball called
Ooh.
strike.
That was nice and loopy right there.
Very big loop on that one. I think that was my favorite pitch I threw this year in the Yins. I threw Cody Lovejoy just like a super looper.
I remember that.
He was laughing at it before it even crossed the plate. It had to have been 55 miles an hour.
I swear, every time I see a loopy pitch like that, it makes me feel like I'm playing that slow pitch, softball where it's like you want to take a daddy hack, but if you don't hit it right, you are in trouble.
As that was a high fastball to Utah for a 1-2 count. And he drives one into right field. This time Lovejoy is unable to beat him. And that'll be the third hit for Team USA as they bring runners to first and second with 2 outs. It's good for Taylor Olmstead.
Definitely a good piece of hitting by Utah Okazaki. Hitting the ball hard to right field. I miss more of these pure hitters. I can actually hit the ball all sides of the field instead of just dead pull, but they can hit the ball 500 feet. It's nice to see them sprayed a little bit.
And that pitch is called high to Olmstead. With a 1-0 count now. Runners on first and second. Breaking ball bites inside, called strike for a 1-1 count. The count being signaled very generously by the umpire out there. As Olmstead lines one to left, it's settled under for the third out of the inning. And Team USA leaves 2 runners on base after securing 1 hit, still holding on to a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th.
And we are back, folks. Leading off for the Legion of Doom is Luke Jackson, father of 4.
Does he really have 4 kids?
Yeah, he does.
Look at him go.
Yeah, 1 2-year-old, beautiful, beautiful triplets. Kids are adorable.
Oh, the triplets are so
Triplets.
cute.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, he's got some serious dad strength, too.
As he definitely spits on this one for ball 1. Looks at this one for strike 2. Or strike 1, my mistake.
1-1 count.
I'm everywhere right now. Sorry, fellas.
Got the yips.
Definitely hits the ball hard for sure.
And takes another one inside.
That definitely looked like it fooled him a little bit.
And Mancour still on the mound there. As ball called inside. Utah thought he had it.
I thought it missed a little end.
It looked in. Sometimes the way the catcher's set up there, it's hard to grasp that call. And he gets him to roll over to third base, Roel to first, and Mancour gets the out anyways. It's first out of the bottom of the 5th.
Brings up Jonathan Soto. Got to give it to him. Soto's been looking pretty clean behind the dish, that's for sure.
He has been. He's racked up a few hits recently too.
I think I take it both of you guys have pitched to him. Am I correct?
I have. He caught for me for the longest time, so pitching to him was definitely one of the more difficult batters because he's seen all of my pitches as he swings through strike one. But I definitely had to mix it up a whole bunch so that he wasn't seeing the same pitch twice.
It is good when you have a solid pitcher to catch your battery. Definitely makes the game go a lot better, at least for the pitching side of things, as he fouls this one into foul territory.
Yeah, from a catching standpoint, I think two of the only guys in the Yins I have not pitched to are Utah and McKinley. I've never seen either of those two at the plate.
Wait, pitch to as in like
they were batting.
Okay.
Yeah, which two guys that can hurt you at the plate. So we'll see if that matchup can come soon.
Yes, sir.
With a 1-2 count here with one out. Mancor comes set and delivers. As that fastball is low into the dirt, bounces off the shin pads of the catcher. Brings it to a 2-2 count. Beautiful day here in Washington.
I will still never get over that batter's eye with the trees, as this one is lined into right field.
Clark settles under it for the second out of the inning. It's always a running joke here in my hometown of Pittsburgh is it's always 70 and sunny in the Berg.
I have to say it. I've actually enjoyed the weather out in Pittsburgh, and that's coming from a Cali guy where I'm in an area that it never rains.
I'm okay with it too.
We played West Virginia University here for college ball at Wild Things Park, and we got the honor to play in like 3 inches of snow, and it was blizzarding. Everyone in the stands was covered.
As Stanny Boy takes the first pitch for ball one, Stan's had a great swing in his last at bat as he swings and misses for strike one. Oh man, 3 inches of snow. That's brutal.
Oh, it was fun.
I mean, I've played in weather like that, but I don't miss it.
Throwing a snowball to the first baseman. And Stan's
good swing by Stan.
Center field with Pugh and his speed was under that on the warning track. That's about 404 out there. He needs to get it over the wall. And that'll be the third out of the inning. Team USA holds on to the lead 1-0 heading to the sixth. All right, we are back in the top of the sixth. Marlaville still out on the mound. The lefty putting in some good work after settling in after the first inning.
As Brandon Pugh attempts to show bunt, but takes it for ball 1. Oh, my mistake. I wonder in his back pockets, are those gloves or is that an oven mitt as he swings for strike 1?
I think he's got an extra pair of gloves and an oven mitt. Repping all the red. Bringing out red, white, and blue for Team USA there.
You know what? Red's an excellent color. I can't blame him for that. Stands out.
And the 1-1 count here is a slider that breaks on the inside part of the plate called strike.
I remember back in college, there was a kid. My school was purple and gold, and he would wear red sleeves under the jersey. It made absolutely no sense, but people saw him, that's for sure.
That is definitely an interesting scheme there. Fastball called outside, 2-2.
Two count as Pugh looks to get something started here. As he fouls this one off.
Still 2-2 here for Brandon Pugh as he's facing Marleville. And the pitch is taking his sign to come set.
No.
And the pitch.
Oh, that ball's smoked.
Drove by Pugh into center field. Artzin takes it on a 1 bounce. That'll be the 4th hit of the game for Team USA. Now leadoff single here in the top of the 6th. Pugh brings up Ryan Roel. Had an absolute missile of a hit yesterday.
Roll's starting to find his rhythm in this Yinzer baseball Confederacy. Couple home runs as he has the first pitch. Not going to swing first pitch.
Yeah, in the first block, he was always seemed like he was hitting balls off a single, double.
Just has to do 2 more push, man. Just 2 more.
So he watches that ball, fastball outside for a 1-1 count.
Or you can do the Tyler Hill plan and just do a bunch of reverse curls, make those forearms really strong. I need to get on that.
And Marleville with a 1-1 count to Roel. Curveball low outside for a 2-1 count now.
Yes, sir. Pickoff
And
attempt
the
not successful.
Wonderful moves of a lefty pitcher.
Definitely got to be smart when you're facing a lefty, especially because they do have nastier pickoff moves, which that's pretty obvious.
He tries again to hold Pugh on first base.
Definitely want to keep Pugh off scoring position, especially with a bat-like roll.
2-1 count. The pitch is delivered. Curveball stays high, doesn't break for a 2-2 count. Oh, I'm sorry, a 3-1 count. And the ball bounced well in front of the plate. That was a fastball as Raul takes the walk. Bringing up Mark Demko. No, I'm sorry, Jared Antone. Demko is just grabbing the bat.
Jared Antone.
Antone.
He had to correct me a couple of times yesterday. I'm so used to saying Anton, but now I'm saying Antone. So, Jared, if you watch this game later, I said Antone. I even corrected Shane.
As the Legion of Doom comes to a meeting conference on the mound with Marleville.
I'm kind of curious, but how would you attack this situation? You've got a hitter like Jared Antone, usually does a good job getting jobs done. We got a speedy runner, and they just pinch ran for roll at first base. How would you go about this situation?
For as big of a hitter as I am, being a pitcher, I'm thinking about bunting this ball, moving the runners over.
Oh, no. I meant how are you as a pitcher going to attack the hitter?
Trying to at least get the double play, soft ground ball here. Maybe if I have to, leave a runner on third with 2 outs, look for the easy put out to end the inning. But
Oh, as Antone
Antone does
bunts.
exactly it. Soto grabs it and throws the first, but great draw by Antone. That is the first out of the inning. A 2-3 put out by Soto. But with runners in scoring position, now Mark Demko comes to the plate.
Which I did tell you, Antone was going to look to get a job done, as he just did with that sac bunt. Very quality at bat right there.
That's the pitcher's hitting mindset right there.
Yes, sir. Well, I also got to say this, his upbringing at the high school he played at, they were very big on quality at bats like that. So that's why I can always count on Jared to get a job done. As this pitch misses in to Moose, Mark Demko.
Yeah, we had Antone and Antone there for a second. John, the catcher.
Shoot, last year in the Yinz, there was like 5 different Joes.
Demko lines one over the head of Cody Lovejoy in right field. That'll bring in at least 2 runs.
Demko is definitely going 3.
Loses his helmet on the way for a stand-up triple.
That a baby Demko.
Can we just take a moment to realize how hard that ball's hit to
He
get
smoked
over
that.
Cody Lovejoy's head?
Yeah.
To where Lovejoy couldn't get to it? Holy smokes.
Yes. Lovejoy was definitely playing him in, but you know what? He paid the price because Demko straight up burned him. That ball was smoked.
And Demko has the 5th hit of the game for Team USA. Gives them a 3-0 lead as Deandre Clark steps up to the plate. We'll see if we can't hear something funny again this at-bat. Foul ball straight back off the catcher. Gotcha.
Ooh.
Soto in some pain there after taking that one off the shin pad.
You know what? I always got to tip my catchers because those guys, they get beat up a little bit, especially in for us, we play an 80-game season, but, imagine all the levels where you're playing 80-plus games, 100 games, just the wear and tear for a catcher. It's a tough job.
Definitely take care of our catchers, especially as pitchers. As Deandre Clark grounds that one shallow to the infield, playing second base for the second out of the inning, unable to score that run. And we'll have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. As Nick DeWitt looks to try to score this run here. And he takes a long swing, fouled that one back over our heads for the first strike of the at-bat. And the fastball way outside for ball 1. 1-1 count now. Nick DeWitt looking to stay strong with his bat as he takes a fastball outside. 2-1 count. And Barlow with the slider that did now to Nick DeWitt. And rounds one to the shortstop. And that is a 6-3.
Actually, really hoping Marlavelle made that play. That would have been nasty.
And Team USA stays on top and puts 2 more runs on the board in the top of the 6th to make it 3-0 with 5 hits on top of that.
Looks like the Legion of Doom definitely needs to get to work if they want to break this lead.
That's right. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, the Legion of Doom with just 1 hit as Matt Gore will look to continue his strong day at work. All right, and welcome back to the bottom of the sixth as Team USA leads 3-0.
Defensive change behind the plate as Rolando Marcano is now back there, moving Utah Okazaki to third base.
As Mike Mutner takes strike one, looking down the plate. And Mancor is still out there on the mound for his sixth inning of work. So he throws that one outside for a 1-1 count.
The Jersey kid can definitely get something started with this lineup as he's got, pretty decent speed behind him, and getting back to the top of the lineup could be very big for the Legion of Doom.
As it looked like he dropped down a little bit on that one. Might have been a breaking ball for a 2-1 count now. Stayed hot.
Got to give it to him. Those Jersey boys, they play a little different, that's for sure, but it's fun to watch.
With another high pitch for a 3-1 count. Everything is different in Jersey.
I feel like everything's different in the East Coast, my man. There's a toughness about it that I just love.
We're feisty around here.
I know. I've been around.
And Mutner takes ball 4, leadoff walk for the Legion of Doom.
You're going to have to remind me to ask you why you guys get so feisty in the East Coast. West Coast, everyone's so chill, but, you got to be on that edge in the East Coast. But it makes for some fun baseball, that's for sure.
It's in the water, Tommy. It's in the water.
I need to start drinking a little more of that water. CJ Miller steps up to the plate.
Takes a low fastball for a strike.
Smart take, as he just saw 4 in a row.
Mancor doing a good job staying ahead of all day today.
Okazaki playing way in.
Yeah, he's on third base or something.
Oh, and Demko with the behind the back double play. That was
Demko and Antone are great up the middle there.
Na.
That might be your ESPN top play of the week. Holy.
That's a great play. So Mancor helps himself out there with a quick double play.
Seriously, someone remind me to re-record that. That better be on ESPN. That was nice.
That negates the walk, saves himself a few pitches there, and comes right back with strike 1.
Team USA wins this one. We got to give Moose the MVP because that was the hit, the play. That was nasty.
Back-to-back days. He's just on fire as Beaver takes 1-1 count.
That's like Joe said yesterday. They're both left-handed hitting middle infielders. They just work well together.
They do work well together.
They do. And I got to give the two credit. They very much take a lot of pride in their defense.
It's another ball outside for a 2-1 count. Just misses off the plate. And a high fastball for ball 3. 3-1 now to Beaver. And unless we miss something, that'll be now 3.
Yeah.
So 3-1 count to Beaver. I think he just got an extra pitch there.
Don't waste it.
And man gets himself. He gets the fly ball in right field on the line. Out of the game. And Mancor having himself a day. 6 strong innings of one-hit baseball with no runs. Team USA heading up to bat in the top of the 7th with a 3-0 lead. US at the bat in the top 7th as Marlowe showing today, settled in after the first. Someone younger than me in the ends. Young buck name away from me as he drives that one into right field.
Not a baby Hoyt.
The kid is here to play, that's for sure.
I think he's actually 26.
No, Hoyt's like 21.
25.
No, Hoyt's still a child.
He just turned 20.
That ball was pieced up.
And that brings Utah to the plate. Runner on first. It was the 6th game for Team USA. Utah bounced one down the first baseline. That should be a hit. Great block by Utah.
Lost it, but he'll handle it.
That'll be an error, I think, on the pitcher there as it moves Hoyt over third base.
Actually, that was a hit, but it was thrown late, so
Hoyt gets the third on the error.
Hoyt gets the third on the air.
But that is definitely a hit by Utah. As Marleville looks like he's inspecting the baseball now.
Yeah, that's a smart play on Utah's part, especially because we saw in yesterday's game, no lead in this league is safe.
No lead in this league is safe.
We got guys in this that can smash the ball. 1 run, 5 runs, it doesn't matter. You got to get through that lineup. Black Sox boys are here to play because we're actually good.
I've seen a 13-run lead be blown here.
When was that?
A 21-19 game or
that was a while ago. I think that was when you first came.
Yeah, that was Youngins.
Oh, that's right.
That was a game.
I think it was 13-0 in like the 3rd inning, and it ended up being 19-18.
Yeah, Joe called that one too. He said that they were going to come.
Yeah, no lead is safe. You get to every run in like goal.
And Olmstead washes a fastball in the dirt.
Definitely smart to pitch around Olmstead. He can definitely hit for power as he hit a walk-off home run.
And there it is, Olmstead. Off the fence.
Couple more push-ups, Olmstead.
Utah trying to score from first, and he does make it in there as Olmstead takes third base. With a 2-run triple by Taylor Olmstead makes it 5-0 Team USA as the Legion of Doom bullpen is now getting hot.
What a way to start off an inning. Two quick hits and a ball that smokes the fence.
The wind blowing in here at Washington might have been the only reason that ball stayed in.
If not, Olmstead needs to eat his Wheaties and hit a couple more squats or push-ups because that ball just barely missed it.
Yeah, I don't think that dude is big enough.
No, we're just kidding. We love you, Olmstead. That ball was crushed. As now, no. That's just a man-of-mound meeting.
I think they're having a meeting here to give the bullpen some time to warm up.
As who does it look like is warming up right now?
I can't tell.
Get a name for it. I can tell you.
As right now, Team USA is up 5-0. Legion of Doom definitely has their work cut out for them in the bottom of the 7th inning.
It's never good to see a bullpen ball out to the fence.
Can happen.
Taylor Olmstead on third base and Brandon on the outside part of the plate. And a breaking pitch fouled straight back.
I'll make a play, Soto. Just kidding.
And it reaches the stands for the first strike of the at-bat. 1-1 count to Pugh.
Now, this will be interesting. Even though there is a 5-run deficit, we are coming to – in the bottom of the 7th, we will start with the top of the lineup. So maybe they can get something rocking. So let's see what Team USA does. Capitalize on maybe getting a 6th run across.
The curveball high here for ball 2. 2-1 count now. Something always happens every game in the ends. every single game. With a breaking pitch on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. That'll be a 2-2 count with no outs here.
Definitely nicked the corner. That definitely a close pitch, but now with 2 strikes, you got to be able to fight anything off. Infield playing in, just hit it where they ain't.
And Pugh rolls one foul to the first base side.
As Luke Jackson makes a play in foul territory.
The pitcher in the pen, his last name is Dooley.
Dooley. Going back to talking about our catchers earlier, none of this can happen without our bullpen catchers also. Those guys make it happen.
Yes, sir, they do.
As Pugh fouls another one back here. Strong fight with a 2-2 count.
You know, they always have these national boyfriend days, national girlfriend days. Can we have a national catchers day, man? Those dudes get to work. Or even a national clubby day.
I would be all for that.
You know what? I'll post about that. I love my boys.
We'll start our own day. We got enough followers between the two of us to work that one out.
I mean,
ground ball to the first baseman.
Oh, and got him at the plate.
Strong throw home to get Olmstead. That'll be the first out of the inning as Pugh. Oh, he stepped on first also. That's a double play. Oh, no.
Oh,
okay.
no, he didn't.
Pugh thought he was out. I did not see him touch first, but that looks like it'll be the day for Marloville. Earned runs. Strikeouts. As Dooley hit the mound at the top. That was a 3 put out by the first baseman. And we'll be right back after these warm-ups. All right, we are back in the top of the 7th as Team USA plated 2 runs on a Taylor Olmstead triple. With 1 out, Dooley takes the mound.
Bringing up Rolando Marcano.
And over the short mic break there, as a fastball comes in for a ball, we were able to look it up. In February 2nd, National Catchers Day. Not typically a baseball season. Nevertheless, we appreciate all our catchers on that day.
Speaking of catchers, if you're a catcher looking to get an opportunity to play, I definitely recommend you come here. Definitely catch some pens, help out the boys. This is the place where you want to be, but also, you know, the more times you help, gives you more opportunity. Nick Hoyt, perfect example, caught an inning. He caught a bullpen, and they wanted him to bullpen catch for the Wild Things. As this one hits Rolando Marcano on the 1-1 count.
Pugh was stealing on that pitch also, but he will not be awarded with a stolen base because the runner is moved to first now off the hit pitch. And that brings up Jarrett Antone.
Yes, sir, Antone. Remember, we're saying it right this time.
With runners on first and second, we had speed on the base paths here, especially with Pugh at second. With 1 out, a slow curveball in the dirt for ball 1.
And just to shout out, I wanted to say, if you want to get some more knowledge, you definitely got to check out the Baseball Brilliance podcast with Aaron Brill and Joe Torre. definitely helped me this offseason. I got some good insight, and you know what? I got good laughs. Definitely not the same as being on the field, though.
As Antone swings through a strike there for a 1-1 count. As Dooley delivers, and Antone hits that one into center field. Artzin settles under it for the second out of the inning. Runners hold at first and second to bring up the man who is hot, Mark Demko, leading this team all by himself the past few days. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Demko is definitely feeling good, that's for sure.
As he watches a strike.
You know, I will say this, even though I'm looking to screen record that double play he made, if he has another hit, I might just record all of Demko's and make his highlight film, because this has been one impressive day for the man, the Moose.
As he watches a curveball outside for a 1-1 count. Bit his tongue yesterday after the walk-off hit. He had to call the local Yinzer doctor to help him out there.
Are you the local Yinzer doctor?
There's nothing hydrogen peroxide can't fix. As he fouls that one right past Roel, the first base coach. And our bullpen catcher is doing the work they can, fielding that foul ball.
Well, you got to have that, man.
And Demko with a 1-2 count.
And if you're a ball player tuning in, if we mess up your name or anything, don't be afraid to tell us. We take a little bit of constructive criticism.
Yeah, I'm a fast learner. As Demko flies that one out the left, and Team USA able to put 2 more runs on the board in the top of the 7th to secure a 5-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. Team USA with 8 hits, no errors. The Legion of Doom looking to at least play a few runs here to not get shut out, as they only have 1 hit through 6 innings. And we'll be right back after these warm-ups. And Mancour back on the mound. Finished off a strong game. He throws a fastball high on strike. To the one of the day that the batter did disagree with. Both of them doing a great job. Almonte, I think did he offer? KB, the umpire, said he offered. So that's an 0-2.
Yes, it is. If we get that call wrong, blame KB. As Almonte fouls this one off. 2 strikes on the young man.
Strong showing thus far by Team USA's defense. Definitely pitcher's best friend when you got no worries in the world when the ball's put behind you. You can pitch to contact, not worry about your pitch count going too high, and just get the routine outs where they're needed. And then, as Demko showed himself,
Now, this could be my opinion, but this is what I've seen ever since Joe started the Survivor Series. I've noticed the defense on all sides have just been a lot cleaner.
those definitely tightened up. As Almonte rolls that one to Olmstead at first base, he'll take that one unassisted.
Yeah, that's one thing about this Survivor Series. You notice that, like, even though in the beginning of the year I played to win, the sense of urgency has doubled or tripled because, there's or 3 days off, and as competitors, we don't want to take a day off. We want to play every day.
That brings Artzin back to the plate against Mancor as he lines that one into right center field.
That's definitely looking to drop.
Diving
play
by the outfielder, but it pops out of his glove. That'll still go down in the books as a hit for Artzin. That'll be a double.
That would have been one excellent play.
Great attempt by the center fielder, Pugh. He covered a lot of ground there. But is that Hoyt out in right field?
That looks like Hoyt in right field.
That might be why that one dropped there a little bit.
We love you, Hoyt.
He's a catcher at heart, and I don't think I've ever seen him in the outfield.
Well, actually, he was taking some outfield reps today in our little inner squad, in our machine pitch inner squad, and he didn't look half bad. He tracked a little bit of balls, made a couple off the fence, but
good for the kid. Showing his range off in the ends. Always good to have a backup position.
Amen to that. As the captain, Cody Lovejoy, looks at the first pitch for ball 1. And also, even though you have to look at it this way, outfield's not as easy of a position as a lot of people make it seem to play. You gotta get your reps. You gotta learn to get those reads.
As Lovejoy fouls that one back. Yeah, I'm proud of the kid. Happy to see him showing himself all over the field.
I'm definitely glad he got that nice piece to right field. That was clean.
He's got a good head on his shoulders too.
Very bright future for him.
Very stable-minded for a young kid.
Actually, if I got to tip my cap, I think every young Yinz athlete right now has a bright future. Trust in the GOAT, Joe Torre.
As Lovejoy watches that one inside for ball 2.
I remember yesterday Joe Torre talking about some of the younger guys who have had really breakout seasons. Mike Wintoner having one of the most underrated seasons. And Wadi Almonte as well having a great breakout season, especially on defense.
Mancor comes back with a strong fastball down the middle for a 2-2 count.
And I remember in the tour, Wadi Almonte was playing good baseball, but I feel like after the tour ended, his defense really took a turn and really stepped up and elevated to new heights.
As Mancor delivers the 2-2 in fly ball field, like Artzin will tag it, and that'll be the same out of the end. So the Legion of Doom down to their last out with a runner on second base with a 5-run deficit. Only able to chalk up 2 hits thus far in the game as Mancor has been putting in work. He said it before the game. He was ready to go all 7, and he wasn't kidding.
You know what? Mancor's done not only an excellent job for his side of things, but also he saved our pitching, and him going 7 is very big on his part.
As he puts that one outside for ball 1. I think we have Tyler Hill batting.
Yes, sir.
Catcher, very strong arm behind the plate. As Mercado gives the sign. And that one's fouled off to the first base side.
Just missed that one.
And yet again, the Pepsi party deck gets a baseball. So the 1-1 count for Hill here as he steps back into the plate. Mancor looking to finish off a strong outing. And the pitch delivered high for a ball for the 2-1 count now on Hill. As Hill fouls that one back off to the first base bleacher side. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. As the crowd here has 1-0.
That's not true. We got one guy spraying the party, so I guess we still got.
As long as we get that foul ball, we'll be happy. And Mancor looking to end this game here on this pitch. 2-2 count to Hill. Breaking pitch outside brings it to a full count with 2 outs. And payoff pitch here by Mancor with 2 outs. Swinging strike 3. Mancor finishes off a great game. Team USA wins 5-0 and will play another day.
This makes Team USA's record up to 3-0 right now. Looking to play tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on our live with my man Shane Clunan, myself, Tommy Blood. Definitely, if you want to keep getting updated with games or transactions, definitely follow Black Sox Pro Baseball on Instagram and Yinzer Confederacy Baseball.
There's Deandre Clark out there being the funny man he is. As Team USA celebrates their win. We will be back here tomorrow for another strong game of Yinzer baseball. Team USA will play.
We will find out on the Black Sox website, that's for sure.
They'll play the pool new guys.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you have a wonderful day. And remember this, Sox Nations, if you ain't with us, you're against us.
Wu-Tang, baby.
Wu-Tang, baby. Signing out.